So Christoph, what do you think is the most exciting new therapeutic platform in biotech right now?
I always say if I knew that, I'd be doing it. I think some of the really interesting things are RNA interference, microRNA. I think some of the new antibody platforms, sort of get around some of the original patents are interesting. And then if you thought about different therapeutic areas, I think one of the things I'm most interested in is epigenetics and cancer. I actually don't have an investment in the area, but I think it's pretty interesting. And then finally, I'd say there's a couple companies that got started around this idea that metabolism and cancer have a link, and that there might be new targets related to metabolism. So, there's a lot of really great science still out there. It's obviously harder to finance it from venture folks, but it's still getting going.
So here's the multi-billion-dollar question. What does Big Pharma have to do over the next couple of decades to avoid an industry-wide decline and perhaps even become like the U.S. auto industry?
Or like journalism in the United States. So
Touché.
I think it's a tough time now for pharma. It's the first time really that pharma has become less profitable consistently quarter over quarter. But it's actually pretty interesting. GlaxoSmithKline, we were bought at Sirtris by GSK a year ago. They actually just had a very good quarter and have had a couple of good quarters and actually increasing profitability. And I think I just had an offsite with maybe 50 of the top folks at GlaxoSmithKline, and when you talk to people, I think they think maybe the worst period is behind us, sort of a period of a lot of uncertainty at the FDA. I think that's behind us. I think a period which is justifiable of maybe pressure on pricing for drugs that are not that innovative is maybe behind us in a way because pharma has now really fully embraced, and certainly GlaxoSmithKline has embraced this idea of only doing really differentiated products, so not me-toos, follow-ons. So I'm actually guardedly optimistic that pharma is going to stay profitable, not going to end up like the U.S. auto industry, because I really think at the end of the day we're at the beginning of the story, we're not at the end.
Terrific. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.